Yes, I am one of those players that decided to run Tenpai. It's the best I've got. It's not the full kind of Tenpai build I want to run. I obviously want to run the new spell card they have. Something Slicer, I can't remember the bloody name. But yeah, at some point, obviously, we will construct a better Tenpai deck. But this is what we were running. We're both running the Synchro Cup decks. Personally, I wish you could change it without having to close the lobby to reopen the lobby. But, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I don't know. It was Sword Soul, weren't it? Sword Soul Stardust trophy was using in the last episode. Is rerunning it again in this one. But this time I'm running my Synchro deck. So, will this work out? Probably not. This event... Oh, I got to level 12. And every time I got to level 12, I lost 3 in a row and demoted again. Oh my. Wow. Okay. Fucking hell, mate. You know what I mean? Jesus. You know what? I might just fucking activate all 4 of them for banner. I ain't even joking. Like, you can't make this shit up. So, Brad's made Pirelli as well. Do you reckon he'll play through it? Nah, we'll let it play. We'll let it play for a minute. Oh, you can only activate one other Molchami monster effect the turn you activate this effect. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know that. I ain't gonna lie. Didn't even know that. That's crazy. So basically, if you special summon from the extra deck, I draw. If you normal summon, I draw. Imagine having all 3 activated. It's crazy. Mate, wait till I activate Maxi as well. This is going to be a very fast duel. And I'm not going to win. I might win one match if I'm lucky, but still. But yeah. Honestly, I need to know what's going on with me, man. I'm just feeling weird all the time. Like, a bit anemic. What's going on with me? Okay, discard a card, and if you do special summon, I'm going to chain my Maxi. See, this is the funny thing is, yeah, all these hand traps in my hand now to draw cards are solely built up over the 6 months of me never receiving them. Kind of funny, really. The only problem is you have to shuffle back a bunch afterwards. That's the only downfall. But, yeah. So I have a Droll, Ash, and Dominus. I'm still going to pick up cards. Like, the way I view it, Maxi is going to give me the extra card. The Molchambi will send that extra card away. So, yeah. The question is, personally, I want Trove to play into it for banner as well, just to see how funny it ends up becoming. Okay. Wow. So this is what my draw phase would have been. It would have been a Droll, an Ash, a Fualos. My question now is, how are we going to beat this? We kind of need Sangan Kaiman. And the only issue I have is the fact he can banish a monster based upon the effect. So I think ideally, if we can get Hydra, we normal summon Hydra, they banish. Okay, he didn't want to play into no more. Fair dues. Okay, draw. Fadra. How the bloody hell are we going to beat this? Ooh. I do have an idea. But I think he can banish. Surely you can't negate here. Oh no, my Chandra! I got no play. Damn, mate. Considering of all the hand traps we had, that is fucking atrocious. This is so bad. This is the problem with Tenpai is, unless you look at that. I've had 2 Fuas, 2 Pirellias. Jesus, disgusting. Like I couldn't have had a fucking Lightning Storm or an Imperm or something. You know what I mean? Oh man, I don't think we win this. It's crazy that I drew into more hand traps, though. Okay, Taya. Taya can banish a card from the graveyard, banishing the Emergence. And then Emergence can increase the level by 1. Oh, okay, you're banishing the other one. This makes no difference. Actually, yeah, it does. Well, you could just banish and burn me for 12. Oh, this is concerning. Okay. It's fine, it still negates. Okay. To be honest, I think this is game. How much you got? 47. Okay. Increase the level. Personally, I wouldn't have bothered increasing that level, but I suppose it does make a massive difference. Why is it playing the music like I'm... Oh, it didn't count the defense position monster. Duh. Yeah, I was about to say, you must have game on field, right? I ain't gonna lie, I thought you would have found a way. Oh, I personally thought they were going to play through to be able to destroy Fadra off card effect or something, but... Oh, wow. Yikes. It's not looking promising. All we can do is sit back, bang it in defense mode, and set a card and end our turn. So unless you have a way of being able to destroy it, the only synchro play we can get off is Dora Dora. Oh no, we can't. It's 3. This is not good. I suppose we shouldn't have activated our Full Loss and Pirellia too much then. At least we could have played off into Meteora or even Black Rose. I think that's... it's a difficult... Well, technically it'll only banish. So in theory, I think we can make this work. If we can get one of the other Pirellias and the Full Loss, we should be good. Ooh. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Chunjun. Special summon. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Chunjun was Tuna. I do believe I run Kashtira in here as well. I took Kashtira out. I don't know why, because initially I was going to use Kashtira for the Ghost Ogre and the Ash to be able to play into a Baron or something. Okay. There's a Tuna play, so there could be a Grandmaster. Okay. Ooh. I ain't gonna lie, the Royal looks amazing. I'm quite surprised Trove hasn't built a Red Dragon Archfiend build, to be honest. But even still, you can negate that, can't you? And then... No, you can't. I ain't gonna lie, I always thought that this effect was monster effect. Can't destroy me, bruh. Oh shit, you can. Mate, honestly, I am so brain farted at the minute. Like, I feel like I haven't... Actually, I haven't had a good night's sleep, but... Yeah. GG. I ain't gonna lie, the Red Dragon Archfiend play. For some reason, I thought Red Dragon Archfiend obviously destroyed only your defense position monsters, but... What did it do on cross still? I don't know. I think I don't know a lot on Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I think I'm a fucking idiot. Actually, I tell you what, I feel like all my knowledge is kind of just falling through the bloody roof. My brain has been so condemned by the meta that I have forgotten about the most simple card effects of other synchros and that. Okay. It's actually a pretty solid hand, to be honest. Okay. I'm gonna go Perulia. We'll keep the other Fua. Oh. Personally, I'm gonna need a dark monster in the grave. The Bestial Magnum will give me access to a Tenpai, but Sang and Cardman should set us up. It depends on how far down the rabbit hole they want to go. Okay, Lightning Storm should clutch up. If they're gonna special summon a token, then such a hit and miss. Do you think they're gonna play into it? They might have triple tactics in hand. We wait. We wait till the token... they can't banish a card anyway. So, in theory, they're not going to be able to do much. Okay. My big concern is whether or not they have Ash Blossom. Okay. Lightning Storm the back row. Oh, we're good. Ooh, droplet. Nice. Lightning Storm. Destroy a spell and traps. Wow, 2 chalices is crazy. If you have Ash here, I'm done. Oh, okay, I'm in the clear. I'm in the clear. If we go Genroku, we special summon Hydra. Hydra could field spell. Yeah. Alright. Normally, I do consider skipping over Genroku. Just in case things does go to shit. I can't even speak English. Could go into an 8. We don't have any, but we do have 7. But trigger. Special summon our Hydra. Activate effect. Yes. Sanguine summon them. I love that. We'll drop Fua. Special summon Chandra. Proceed to the battle phase. Hydra. Alright. Now, this one. Oh, they negate the attack. Oof. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. Well played. Actually, not bad. We know how this goes. Before we do that, this is your magnum up. Sink or summon. Biden's disgusting, man. Honestly. All of it. All of it's disgusting. Fadra. Do we switch it up? No. The thing I always find disgusting about this, yeah, is the fact you can do that, but then you can also just special summon the Biden Dragon. Activate the effect. Crank it up to 6. Synchro summon! What should we go for? Banner. Wait. Rudy. Rudy has a summoning animation, doesn't it? Oh yeah, Rudy Rose. Fine, for banter purposes. All I do is hope that... Oh, thank God, Trophy on the coin toss. He hadn't responded to my first or second, and I didn't want to be unfair by saying, oh, well, I'm going to go second. Because he might select me to go first, considering I'm running Tenpai. Okay, he's chose to go first. Okay. Personally, I think in a best of 3, you probably better letting them go first. Mate, honestly, when I did this synchro event, I never got a fucking hand like this. Ever. Ever. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Not a single... Mate. This hand is just God's gift. I do hate how shit some good decks are now, though. You know, I remember, like, obviously, I'm not fussed about Malice and Raziel coming to Master Duel and things like that. Whatever, knock your socks off. But, like, I do miss the decks like Novels and... there was such a wide variety of decks out there that were used in such a very decent and effective way that I just kind of wish we still had more. It's like a nostalgia for me, you know, and I'm kind of scared that Master Duel's going down this kind of like rabbit hole where I don't want to say it's not looking promising. The future for Yu-Gi-Oh is promising as a content creator. Look, you're always going to have these type of duels with members, collaborations, tournaments. You know, there's always something you can do with Yu-Gi-Oh, and this is, you know, the great thing about having such wide variety of it. But it all depends on what the audience is like, and I am scared that with how expensive Yu-Gi-Oh's becoming, I don't want to invest in it anymore personally. You know, I don't think I would ever invest in Master Duel if it wasn't my job to do that, you know. But I think that's the sad thing is I know now I don't want to invest in it. Everything's too ridiculously expensive, you know. Obviously we had Malice, disgustingly over, like everything's ultra rare. Raziel, everything's ultra rare. Like, what happens next? Obviously we're gonna have, I know people are talking about K9, how expensive are they gonna be, you know? And the problem is the ban lists in this game are not exactly the most promising either. So, you know, hence why, obviously, I'm starting to play other games over content. I have changed the Pokemon channel into a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, so if you only want Yu-Gi-Oh content, go there. It's probably going to be the best place for you. I'm still going to upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday on this channel. Yu-Gi-Oh content, but everything else I'm just kind of opening the doors up to something new type thing. But yeah. It's kind of unfortunate because I have managed to get Maxi, Fulas, Pirellia, like all of them. And Trove has kind of been left in this kind of shit situation. I would always advise, if you are building a deck, I advise running Droplet. Droplet is... It's too good not to run, especially in the current format. Droplet is... if you're playing up against Detonator... Droplet, perfect for it. Drop one monster, negate Detonator. And then what they got? All they've got is their fucking... I can't remember what the field spell's called. But basically, it's a one monster negate by detaching one from the Rise of the Elf. Well, from a monster, but yeah. Okay. Okay. The thing is, I can't see him special summoning from the hand with the Pirellia. See, as I'm sat here speaking to you, like, I'm debating... Yeah. Debating the direction. Not of the direction, but, like, we have to think of the future. And, obviously, with COD kind of taking a slippy slope now because the Battlefield's fantastic. Fuck me. Mate. Battlefield is absolutely incredible, and I loved every second of playing it, bro. I feel sorry for him, man. I really do. Like, this is brutal. This is kind of, you know, it kind of sucks. Mate, I've literally pulled every kind of core card you need for Tenpai. Like, Droplet to negate. Happy Feather Dust to the white back row. Got Pydra as well, even if they had a Veiler. We have Sangan Summoning. We have Gold Sark as well, which can banish Blaster. Sword Soul Assessment. Target face banish up to 5 Sword Soul from your grave, and if you do, that monster gains 300 attack for each card banished. You only got 2 cards in the graveyard, mate. But yeah. It's hard. It's very hard. Like, when your main audience is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Orientated thing, like, how do I word it? When your main audience is focused around, obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh!, trying to branch into something different is very difficult. And I think that I have to kind of pull with the punches and say, fuck it, and just dive in on it. Like, whatever we're going to play, we have to play religiously, you know? Okay, let that run. So if you happen to see me playing a lot more of Call of Duty or a lot more of Battlefield or a lot more of this, I said to Nave he has full control over the channel. You know, he tells me what I play and I'll play it. But yeah, if you see something different, it doesn't mean I'm giving up on Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just, it makes more sense to not box ourselves in. Okay. Let's go for a little gold sarcophagus. It's actually a really good hand. Honestly, we're kind of set up now, like, for everything. Now, banish the blaster. I always go to click Chundra. Don't ever click Chundra and mistaken for blaster. Yeah. Just a Veiler in hand. Oh, okay. Special summon one from the hand. Draw 2 cards. I would have waited, personally. I think you'd have been better off. It depends on what you're special summoning, really. Yeah, I would have waited, man. Extra deck. Destroy one of those monsters. Special summon from the extra deck. That would have been good. Obviously, I probably would have synchroed off and dodged it, but still would have been pretty decent. That was good. Sanguine Summoning. Wait, you triggered the Iris to special summon the Golden Sword, so you could have prevented an attack. But then again, I can't talk, mate. I make misplays left, right, and centre. So, I'm going to shut my mouth, carry on playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Right, Hydra. Do 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 do. I don't know what we're waiting on. What are we waiting on? You know what? I could be a bit of a smart ass with this, but I don't know if I want to. Because I could go Biden. Special summon Genroku off the Biden. Why is it not letting me attack? There we go. Right, tribute. It's only downfall, man. It just kind of makes it seem like that. What dominoes, man? Dominoes. Trigger. Biden. My Chandra. Ready, ready, ready. I suppose we could just lead into this. Skip over the old other procedure. Trigger the effect. Bang. Bang. Not yet. Trigger the effect. Mate, I never got this off when I was playing. Like, genuinely never got this off. You know how frustrating it is that I couldn't pull off this combo at all when playing the Synchro Cup. Literally. All right, ladies and gents, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a pleasant evening.